All right, I want to start by giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone. Salutations to the elect out there, wherever you may be. All right, I want to do a quick lesson to the Spirit, going into Bible prophecy about, the end times, going into who's going to be ruling at the end, you see, and how the Most High is allowing them to rule for a time, which is what? The so-called white man. Which is who? The so-called white man. But eventually, the Israelites are going to obtain the kingdom of heaven. All right, I'm going to start right here. 2nd Esdras 11:39. It says, "Are not thou it that remaineth of the four beasts, whom I made to reign in my world, that the end of their times might come through them?" Now, the it is what? The so-called white man, Esau, Edom, these Edomites. They are what remain of those four beasts, the Roman Empire. And those four beasts are prophesied in the book of Daniel. You see, the Most High is allowing these devils to reign for a time. He's allowing them to reign. They're not reigning by their own power. They're reigning because the Most High gave them the power to reign. He lifted them up to punish Jake because Jake was going off, you see. But the end of their times is going to come through them, which is going to be what? Thermonuclear missiles. You see, that lake of fire. They're not making those powerful weapons for nothing. You Esau, you are an idiot. All right, let's go to the book of Daniel. All right, let's go get some information on the vision that Daniel saw about these four beasts. All right, this is Daniel 7:15. It says what? The vision interpreted. All right. It says, "I, Daniel, was grieved in my spirit in the midst of my body, and the visions of my head troubled me. I came near unto one of them that stood by," which were the angels that were showing Daniel what the vision meant, "and asked him the truth of all this." You see? So he told me and made me to know the interpretation of the things that Daniel was seeing. You see? Verse 17, "These great beasts, which are four kings which shall arise out of the earth." You see, you had your four major empires. You had the Babylonian Empire. You had the Medo-Persian Empire. You had the Greek Empire, and then you had the Roman Empire. You see, and right now we're in the last leg of the Roman Empire. All right. Let's read 17 again. "These great beasts, which are four kings that shall arise out of the earth." You see, when I read in 2nd Esdras, the previous verse, the Most High are allowing these kings to reign, which are kings of what? Heathen nations. You see, Esau, Edom, he's reigning in the last leg of the Roman Empire. You see, because we're in the last leg of the Roman Empire. Which is what? It goes back into what's the great beast, you see, that sitteth upon many waters, like it describes in Revelations, that great city, mystery Babylon the Great. That's America, you see, which is a part of the last leg of the Roman Empire. All right, it says, let's keep reading. "But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever and ever." You see? So eventually, the end of their times is going to come through them. And after that, the kingdom of heaven is going to be for Israel. All right, let's see. Verse 19. "Then I would know the truth of the fourth beast, which was diverse from all the others, exceeding dreadful, exceeding dreadful, whose teeth were of iron, and his nails of brass, which devoured, break in pieces, and stamp the residue with his feet." You see? And that's talking about the Roman Empire. You better get out of here right now. I'm doing a lesson. Salakia had a 2/3 to disturb me. All right, let's see. All right. Salakia. Let's see. All right, let's keep reading. Verse 20, "And the 10th horn that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom three fell, even of the horn that had eyes, and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows. Let's see, verse 21. I beheld, let's see, I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints, you see, and prevailed against them. You see, going into what? The Roman Empire, you see. All right, verse 22. They prevailed against us, because we didn't have any might in our hands. So the Most High delivered us into the hands of our enemies because we disobeyed his commandments. To, just make it plain. All right, verse 22. Until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given unto the saints of the Most High, and the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom, you see. All right, so that's just a quick description about the four beasts, which are the four major empires that will reign in the earth. But eventually, the saints, which are Israelites, are going to take the kingdom. All right, let's get another precept. All right, this is second Esdras. This is second Esdras 11 and 39. Now, did I read this? Yeah, no. I meant to get this one. Second Esdras 6 and 9. It says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. You see? So that the remainder of the four beasts is Esau, his seed, which goes back to what? The serpent seed in Genesis. Esau, which is the so-called white man, the forefather of the Edomites, they will be ruling in the end times. They are what remains of the four beasts that the Most High is allowing to reign in his world, and that the end of their times might come through them, you see. So that's a precept to second Esdras 9 and 6 is a precept to second Esdras 11 and 39. You see. Let's get another precept. All right, this is Mark. No, this is Luke. Luke 21 and 24, it says, and they shall fall by the it. Did I read this? Let's read it again, just in case I didn't read it. I don't think I read this, but let's read it. Let's read it anyway. Luke 21 and 24, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. You see? So that happened what? Because the Israelites disobeyed the Most High. And went into the ways of these heathens. So the Most High punished us by sending us into captivity into all nations. And it says, and Jerusalem, which shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. You see? So we have to wait you have to wait patiently until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. You see? Which goes back to what I read previous in second Esdras 11 and 39. The end of their times is going to come by them, which ultimately is the Most High has, it's his spirit that's going to, or his will that's going to, bring the end times, because he knows, he's the only person that knows the end, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, the beginning of the end of the first and the beginning of it that follow. Matter of fact, let's get that. I think it's in the Apocrypha. Let's see. Parting asunder of the times. Parting asunder. Let's see. Second Esdras 6 and... I could have just read... Right. As a matter of fact, let's just go to it. I could have just read up. Matter of fact, just read it right here. All right, second Esdras 6 and 7. It says, Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that follows? Which goes back to what? Esau is the end of the world. You see? The end of the world. And that world goes back to age. The end of the first earth age and the beginning of the second earth age to follow. You see? And what did I read previous in 2nd Esdras 6 and 9? Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. You see? All right. As a matter of fact, let's log into this. All right, second Esdras. Let's keep reading from verse 7. And it goes back to the story of Jacob and Esau, you see. And he said unto me, for Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first, Esau heel. And it goes right back to this verse, second Esdras 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows, you see. So the Most High is allowing these devils, which is what? Which are who? The so-called white people. But you go back to the Edomites, go back to being the Edomites. They are the Edomites. The Edomites are not done away with. The Most High is allowing them to reign. But eventually the saints of the Most High is going to take the kingdom and possess it forever and ever. The kingdom of heaven is for Israelites. And you Edomites, you're going to be buying with chains. So get ready to serve the Israelites. All right. We are in the last leg of the Roman Empire. And it's not going to last for long. Day by day, we're getting closer to the end. So you Israelites out there, you turn to the Lord before it's too late. All right. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh, Bahashim, Kakadash. Shalom.